It's movie night with Will Devokees! With special guest Ryan Phillips! Oh shit, really? Oh, main theme by Here Come the Mummies! Music by Adam Clifton! And because no one knows what to do with him, here's your host, Mr. Will Devokees!
You know, I really fucking hate this tie. Like, I can't stand this tie.
Why not?
Because I'm going to burn it. When I'm done with this show, I'm going to... Hello there! This is your movie night. I'm Will Devokees. Thank you for tuning in. Hey, it's been a while since I've last seen you. Missed you. Yes, I've even missed you. But not you. Actually, don't watch your show anymore.
Hey, fuck you, buddy!
I'm just kidding with you. Guys, it's been a while. It really has been. It's because we've been working on a wall. We've had a lot of sound pollution. I do this in my living room, and, well, it was kind of open for a bit, and I had to build a wall with the help of my Uncle Steve Harding, who helped me build this wall to keep the noise out. So far, so good. So, thank you, Steve Harding. And there's a shot of the door and the wall, and you... Okay, that's it. So, we have a great show tonight. We have actor Ryan Phillips on the program. He's from Delaware.
Delaware?
Okay, I'll be enough. Seriously, don't make fun of the first thing. So, we got him on the program. Can't wait to talk to him, and it's a highlight for the show because this is the first big actor we've excuse me. Yeah.
Will.
Norman, we're in the middle of...
Will, stop.
Uh-huh.
You didn't actually think we could get Ryan Phillips, did you?
Whoa, the booker said we were going to get Ryan Phillips.
No, it's Ryan Phillips.
That asshole?
Okay.
Okay.
Bye.
Shit, this is embarrassing. We're going to have to redo the whole intro. All right, Abby, can you introduce Ryan Phillips on the program?
It's movie night with Will Devokees! With special guest Ryan Phillips. Main theme by Here Come the Mummies! Music by Adam Clifton! And because no one knows what to do with him, here's your host, Mr. Will Devokees!
That was something. Well, because I know you guys have been highly anticipating this, here are your headlines. Some wild and crazy stuff happened these past few weeks while we've been gone, and I kind of had to pick and choose some of the stories that I felt were, well, noteworthy. So, here we go. First up on the list, a horror film called Unsubscribed, which is shot entirely with Zoom and no budget. It pulled in a little over $25,000 a few weeks ago. This is a 29-minute film that took the box office by surprise. It was number 1 at the box office. Now, if that says, hey man, go out and make a film with whatever you got, this is the film that says that. But it topped the U.S. box office. Now, listen, given the circumstances, it really isn't hard to do that at this time, but no excuse. This is the no excuse show, because there's going to be a lot of stories today, 2 stories today, that kind of, are telling the viewership out there who are creative and want to be directors to go out and make your movie. Go out and do it. There are no excuses. So, that is one thing. I haven't seen the film myself. It's not playing anywhere near me. I don't know if it's online. I haven't really done too much research on it. It looks interesting. I'd be surprised to see what it's about. But, definitely some smart folks who seized an opportunity when they saw it and made some dough off of it.
I don't believe you.
Hey, don't you forget, I'm paying you in exposure, so...
Prick?
Fuck off. If you're into wrestling, and I'm talking about you, Anthony Chobo, the wrestler, The Undertaker, has decided he's going to retire after 30 years of service to the WWE, formerly known as WWF, or WCW, whatever he wrestled on. I'm not a big wrestling fan. But, even though I never really watched wrestling, I'm not a big fan of wrestling, he was really cool and kind of creepy in a good way. He was kind of a neat character, and some people say it's one of the most memorable characters in the wrestling community history. So, thank you for your service, and I hope you enjoy retirement. Now, this is a story I really do like. This is something if this doesn't inspire you to go out and create, I don't know what else will. A few Nigerian boys went out and recreated some scenes from their favorite films. Now, they did it with all like household items that they had around and kind of used whatever they had to their advantage to recreate these scenes. And some of them were really cool. My favorite were the extraction bits. They did some stuff from Bad Boys. You can definitely check those out. If you want to check them out, link is in the description. But, again, there is no excuse. If you want to go do something, just go do it, make it. And, sure, they haven't really gotten a lot of great praises from certain people, but it's the internet. It's the scum of the universe. Everybody's going to complain about something. So do it, have fun, and don't worry about the haters. Michael Keaton, one of my favorite actors in the whole wide world, is being rumored to come back and play the infamous role of the Cape Crusader? What accent is that?
Crusader?
Yeah, is that
Dutch?
No, it's not Dutch. Oh, yeah, there. It's like North Dakota. Michael Keaton, one of my favorite actors, is being rumored to make a great return as the Cape Crusader. That's right, Batman himself in the new Flash movie. Now, there is no actual... He's never really said he's signing on or not, but it's just a rumor, and I think it's really cool that we talk about this because... Again, I'm a fan of the Tim Burton Batman movies. Yeah, sure, a lot of people are like, oh, well, that's not Batman. Well, I beg to differ. It's what I grew up with. It's what I enjoyed. I was never really a big comic aficionado, but I did like Michael Keaton's portrayal as Batman, and I really like to see how they kind of incorporate the Burton Batman universe with the DCU. So that'll be interesting, and more news to come with that, because that's something I'm definitely going to keep my finger on the pulse of.
I'm Batman.
No, you're not. Everybody thinking they're Batman nowadays. Now, speaking of Batman, there was a rumor that there is a 170-minute cut of Batman Forever. Why you'd want to see that, I don't know. But listen, listen. I like Joel Schumacher. Batman Forever is not a bad movie. Now, whether Warner Brothers has this movie locked up in their basement, I don't know. I think it would be kind of cool to see. Joel Schumacher... And we'll talk about this a little later in the program. He never really set out to make a bad Batman film. He was a fan of Batman. And I think that if this was what he wanted to do, there was a lot cut from Batman Forever that was a really dark movie. I'd be curious to see how it works out, especially if they put it on something like HBO Max. I don't think Warner Brothers has much to lose. They're doing it with the Snyder Cut. Maybe float some money this way, find a director, because, unfortunately Joel Schumacher has passed away, just to take the reins and finish up audio mixing or whatever that might be. Like I said, I've never heard about this, but I do know there were some deleted scenes in one of the special editions of Batman Forever, which showcased a really cool scene where Batman is facing his fears, which is, bats, and Rick Baker created this really awesome animatronic bat, it's a shame that ended up on the cutting room floor, because it was such a cool scene, and they cut it. But it was a little bit darker, and a little bit too dark for what they were going for, because, hey, you know what? What's the purpose of making movies? Selling toys at McDonald's. Speaking of director's cuts, Paul Feig wants to release his 3.5-hour uncut edition of the 2016 Ghostbusters reboot. Now, what do I have to say about that? I'm for it. Look, man, I want to get crazy with this stuff. If you've got an uncut version of a movie, even if it's like, striptease or something like that, I want to see it. Who gives a shit? I think this would be cool. Now, look. In Paul Feig's defense, I think the Ghostbusters film that he made is an excellent Ghostbusters movie. I think it's an excellent movie. Paul Feig is a great comedic director. He did exactly what they did back in 1984. They took some of the best comedic actors that were working. Some of them were on SNL, Bill Murray and whatnot. And he kind of put them in the movie and did what he could. He did the best he could with probably the budget and the time that he had. And I had a hell of a lot of fun watching that movie in the theater. I saw it in 3D at Sun Surf Cinemas in Ocean City, Maryland, and man, I was blown away. I had a lot of fun. And I don't understand what the hate for this movie was. A lot of fanboys had their panties in a bunch because, oh my God, it doesn't have Dan Aykroyd in it. Well, he was in it. But it doesn't have Bill Murray. Well, he was in it too. Yeah, but what about the guy that died that, Harold Ramis was kind of in it? What about that black guy? Black Lives Matter. But he was in the movie as well. So, they were all in the movie. And get this, guys. Look, a lot of people are like, this ruined my love for Ghostbusters. Grow the fuck up. Because the 1984 movie of Ghostbusters, it's still there. It's still there. It's not going anywhere. It's not like, oh, we're making this new movie and we're going to delete the other two Ghostbusters from existence. Wouldn't that be some shit? Hey, we're remaking a movie, but what we got to do is delete history. because that's not happening right now. Anyway, I think it was a great fresh take. I had a lot of fun with it. Hey, but that's just my opinion. I know I'm probably going to get attacked for having an opinion, which is sad. But it's the internet. So, can't say I'm expecting much. Passing away. And by the way, I just want to say this. If you do want to see this new Ghostbusters cut, this 3.5 hour, which I think would be cool, put that on HBO Max because they're getting all the uncut movies. I say we create a hashtag. Hashtag, I ain't afraid of Feig's cut. Passing away in the news today, well, not today, but, within the past few weeks, director Joel Schumacher passed away after his long battle with cancer. He was 80 years old. Now, I have a lot to say about Joel Schumacher. I actually really enjoy his work. I know a lot of people are like, he's a good director, but he's not great. I actually thought he was a great director, and I really enjoyed a lot of his movies. Flatliners was really, really good. I know it's hot in here. I feel bad. I'm sorry.
You're wearing the suit.
I'm wearing the suit. Some of the crew members around me are going, oh my God, hurry the fuck up. I enjoyed Flatliners. I enjoyed St. Elmo's Fire. He had a great, varied body of work. He could do comedy. He could do those teenage, John Hughes-esque movies. He could do really dark movies like The Lost Boys and Falling Down. And, a lot of people said that his Batman movies were terrible. And I will say this, Batman Forever is not a terrible Batman movie. It was different than what we were used to with the Burton verse, but he still kind of tapped into that. But Batman and Robin was not great. And that's not Joel Schumacher's fault. When you're making a movie, especially a studio movie of that epic proportion, the studio system steps in and goes, hey, you know what we should do? We should make it like an MTV music video with a lot of color. No. This is Batman. And from what I remembered reading, Joel Schumacher actually came out and said he wanted to do a darker Batman movie, something like you would see out of a Frank Miller graphic novel, which is something that I think that we all want as fans, but I think in 1995 we were not ready for that yet. Yes, I wanted to see a very violent, hard R Batman movie, but were we ready for it? I mean, we were barely ready for a Punisher film. Now, of course, that was a New World Pictures film and didn't have a lot of money, but I still think it was pretty good. But Joel Schumacher, great director. I don't think him being a homosexual had anything to do with the Batman movies and how they were directed. I think that was just pretty much what Warner Brothers wanted to do, which was push McDonald's toys. Because how else are you going to be able to peddle off those stupid-ass fucking Batman cups? Gotta make it PG-13 and family-friendly, folks. That's how. Because McDonald's was on an uproar. Oh my God, that last movie, the Penguin was all trying to get in the Catwoman's pants. But did he? No, but there's still hope. Oh my gosh, what am I doing here? Let me put all jokes aside, folks. Joel Schumacher, from what I've read, a lot of people came out, filmmakers, saying he was a great guy. He was good to his cast and his crew. He was very fun, always laughing, and he created some great films, in my opinion. And that's just it. That's my opinion. You can agree with it or disagree. I'd love to have an open conversation with some of you out there who are filmmakers. But he kind of inspired me at a young age to make movies to an extent. I saw some of his movies and I didn't understand it was Joel Schumacher, but I was kind of like, wow, this is cool. This is some really dark, relevant stuff in my eyes. But whatever. All right, also passing away at 98 was Carl Reiner. He was a comedic legend who his career spanned 7 decades. He worked with such comedic legends as Sid Caesar and Mel Brooks and Dick Van Dyke, and a lot of people also coming out. And just like with Fred Willard, a lot of people are on Twitter saying, hey, look, he was great. I loved him. If you ever want to have a fun time, check him out on YouTube, especially like the interview with Norm Macdonald that he did, or with Jerry Seinfeld. So check that out. It's pretty interesting. Last but not least, Broadway star Nick Cordero passed away July 5th after a long, I'm talking like, a couple months battle with COVID-19. He was 41 years old. He died young. He was mostly a Broadway star. He did some TV. But on Broadway, he did Rock of Ages. He was on he was in the Toxic Avenger. I think he played the title role of the Toxic Avenger. And it just sucks, that he had to die that young. COVID-19, whatever you want to believe, just, be careful, folks. I really do care. A lot of people out there are dying, and it's a shame, especially the people who are very, very young and starting their careers out. Oh, my God. Let's just quickly take a beat for those who have Ooh, it passed. Hey, camera 3. It's been a while. Girl, you look good. What is that? What are you wearing? Is that a 6-foot HDMI cord you got on? Love you. All right, when we come back, we're going to have Ryan Phillips on the program. We're going to interview him. He is an actor that I've worked with multiple times in my career, and hopefully you guys might see him and say, hey, I want that guy in my movie. So stick around, don't click off this screen, and we'll see you when we come back after this fake ad.
Hey, how's it going, Noodlehead? It's Shifty here from Shifty Secondhand Discount Foods. Do you like food that's half price and half eaten? Well, if you do, we got a deal for you. Maybe you want a donut with a couple bites taken out of it. We got it. Maybe you want some gummy bears that are sugar-free. They give you the runs, but hey, they'll give you a run for your money as well. Hey, why not get them? How about a year-old gingerbread house? Just as good, just stale. Whatever, the fat man will eat it. So get your butt down here to Shifty's Discount Secondhand Foods. It'll help you and help your wallet, and hey, it's gonna help me. Let's be honest, so come on down here.
Welcome back. Welcome. We have a special guest on the program, my good friend, a dear friend, excellent actor, somebody who's taken care of me for a very long time, and now we're going to take care of him here on the show. I'd like to bring on the program Mr. Ryan W. Phillips.
Hi.
How you doing, buddy?
Good. How are you?
Yeah, I'm doing okay.
Good. Yeah.
How you been holding up during this whole COVID thing?
Oh, not too bad. Oh well.
Budget cuts.
Huh?
Budget cuts.
Budget cuts. Yes. No coffee. Anyway. No. Well, I've been. I'm on vacation this week, but it turns out that I'm probably going to be laid off here soon, thanks to COVID-19, or I don't know, just how the steel worker union works. I don't know.
Well, that's not good.
Yeah, what are you going to do?
Well, let me ask you this. Now, you are an actor. Are you going to take this time to kind of focus on your acting endeavors? I know,
Well, I've been looking to try to get an agent for a while back in Pittsburgh, and I haven't. So me...
Is there any particular reason why you haven't?
Yeah, I just don't know where to start, pretty much.
Okay.
What camera am I supposed to look at?
You can look at this one right here.
That one?
Yes.
Look at that.
That's my favorite camera. That's the one I like to make love to.
Oh, well then I'm not going to look at that camera.
When did you get bitten by the acting bug?
I always wanted to be an actor. I remember when I graduated high school, it was about 3 or 4 months after I graduated high school, I wanted to become an actor. And at that time in Pittsburgh, they weren't making a lot of movies. By that time, they may have made Flashdance, which was pretty big. It was sticking around. But a long time ago before that, they made The Deer Hunter. But I've never actually... That was before my time, pretty much. And,
Right.
And they also made a movie called Blood-Sucking Pharaohs in Pittsburgh.
Which Tom Savini did the special effects.
Oh, did he?
Yes, he did.
Okay. So I didn't actually really know anything about it till years later when it was on like videotape or something like that.
Now, it's no secret. All your friends, the people who might be watching this program, you're a huge George A. Romero fan. Did you ever want to be in one of his films?
Oh, definitely.
Like, can you talk a little bit about Land of the Dead and how you wanted to be in that movie, but they switched from Pittsburgh to Canada?
They moved it to Canada, but I'm sorry, what was the question?
You've always wanted to work with George.
Oh yeah, I did. I never got a chance to, but thanks to you and some people at Douglas Education Center in Menneson, I did get to fulfill my dream of being a zombie. And I can't remember if I did that before the Rocket Steel Building commercial.
I think you did Rocket Steel Building commercial, and then we did Zombie Ticket.
Okay.
Now, for the folks at home, Douglas Education Center is where I went to college, pretty much. I took the Tom Savini Special Effects Makeup course and the Factory Digital Filmmaking course, which has now been renamed the George A. Romero Filmmaking Program, which is a great program. If you want to go there and learn filmmaking, that is the place to go. That's where I went. So that's enough of a plug for them.
Oh, okay.
This is about you.
Yes.
Hey. What made you want to get into zombies? What?
Well, I'll tell you what it was. It had to be around 1986 because I remember my mom and dad were just splitting up, and I was spending a lot of time down at my grandmother's. And a friend of mine showed me Dawn of the Dead, and first he told me it was filmed in Monroeville Mall.
Right.
And it was like, I was just blown away that they filmed that movie. And that was even before, I didn't know that they filmed a movie at Monroeville Mall, and that was in 1986, so that was like 7 years later. But just that they did something in a place that I've been to many times was very intriguing to me. And that may have been why I'm such a big fan of zombie movies. I just think that, they call Pittsburgh the zombie capital of the world.
Right.
And a lot of people don't believe that.
But
and
it is.
I know that.
The godfather of the flesh-eating zombie
Exactly.
started there.
And, when I try to tell people that's where Night of the Living Dead was filmed, they don't seem to believe me there either. But it just seems to be a Pittsburgh thing to love zombies, I think.
Do you remember when we went to the Monroeville Mall for the zombie walk or whatever it was?
Yeah.
Do you remember when I first did your makeup? Made you look like an Italian zombie?
Why? Because you put spaghetti on my face?
It wasn't spaghetti. It was gelatin, but it made it look like you were missing patches of skin and stuff.
Yeah,
and
I do remember
we went
that.
to the food court, and that girl was looking like, "Oh my god, that's so gross."
Yeah, I do remember that. Yeah, I remember that.
And then there was that
pretty
one
cool.
guy with a really big nose who was always squinting. He just threw green paint on his face. I was like, "What the hell is that?"
Yeah. I remember Josh was very young at that point. And I came back to the apartment that we were living in at the time, and my ex-wife was in the kitchen, and I come around the corner, and Josh was at that little gate that you put to separate rooms.
I remember that.
And he was looking like this at the gate, and then he saw me come in with that makeup, and his face expression didn't change or anything. He just kind of tried to duck behind the thing there, but yeah, it was very funny.
Now you brought a clip. Do you want to jump to that clip?
Yeah, we can jump to that clip.
What is the clip? Do you have any idea?
No.
Okay. Well, here's a clip. I don't know if it's from one of your older movies, but let's roll that tape.
I like to eat these for breakfast. Huh.
Wait a minute. That's what we did earlier.
Oh, yeah. You just asked if you wanted a clip, and I just played a clip. I didn't know that it had to be something that I was hungry.
Ryan, it's been a pleasure.
It has.
We will have to get you back on the program sometime soon, and hopefully we can kick out Norman Kaufman.
Yeah, let's get rid of him. All right. Yeah. All right.
All right, guys. When we come back, we will talk about something I have no idea. We have nothing planned, so we will see. Well, folks, that was fun. Ryan Phillips was on the program. We had a great time interviewing him, and well, like I said, it's been great to see you guys. Now, one thing, the last episode, I know it's been a while since we've seen each other, but we still have this Haggabis light to give away. Nobody really applied for it, so I still have this light that I have to pedal off. So, if you are interested, first off, let's talk about the light. The light is like the Swiss Army knife of lights. You can literally use it for anything, and it'd be a great addition to your kit. You can change the color temperature, change the brightness. You can do all this great stuff. That is not a Haggabis light. That is a Pixel G1, sir. Same light. Bring it over here. Who gives a shit? We'll pretend it's the Haggabis G1. This is the Haggabis light. But we're trying to, in an attempt to get more views on this program, we're giving one away. So tell your friends. No, but seriously, guys, if you want to win this light here, we're giving it out for free. All you have to do is submit to us a simulation of fire. It's like a fire effect that you would do with just a home lamp. That's all you have to use is a home lamp. Can't use any professional gear, just a home lamp. There's ways to do it. We are not responsible if you try to burn your house down doing this effect. Don't do that. It's not worth it for something that's only under $100. But it's a great light. It's good to have in your kit. Like I said, there's effects that you can use to simulate police and lightning and thunder and all that jazz. And it's cool. And I love it. So if you want this light, simulate a scene of a fireplace roaring using a household lamp and send it to movienighttalkshow@gmail.com. We'd love to see it. We're going to highlight you on the show. And anybody can enter this. Even if you're overseas, I will try my best and spend the thousands of dollars to send it to you. Also, if you like horror movies, and particularly shot-on-video pieces of shite, I made a movie about 12 years ago called Macabre Medicine that we made with no money, absolutely no money, and no gear. Actually, we were going through different cameras. It's kind of interesting. It's a movie that I told everybody was kind of lost. We had a lot of problems. Don't gotta give me that. But I told a lot of people it was lost because I was kind of embarrassed by it. At this point, I can do better work. But if you want to see this movie, we're going to show it on Facebook Live as a watch party. So come on out and roast us, make fun of us. We're all going to be joking about it. We're going to do it in the style of a Joe Bob Briggs Last Drive-In or Monster Vision episode where we interrupt the movie and give you guys facts, answer questions. We're also going to have a giveaway. That'll be taking place July 24th at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's going to be a lot of fun. Tell your friends. Come on out. It's a gory, goofy movie. Doesn't really make any sense because it's supposed to feel like an old exploitation film from the 60s and 70s. So don't expect to watch Gone with the Wind here, folks. First off, there's no racism. Two, there's no plot at all. And the writing is piss poor because we threw the script out like the first day. So check it out. Have fun with it. We're all going to kind of riff on it. It's going to be like a mixture of Joe Bob Briggs with Mystery Science Theater. It's going to be a lot of fun. July 24th, Facebook. Just check it out. You can like the Facebook of Macabre Medicine or go to Movie Night to learn more information about that. So,
I'll be there, and I'm going to make your life a living hell.
I'd be upset if you didn't give me hell, Albie, just to be honest with you.
True.
Well, folks, that's all I have for today. It's been a while. I haven't seen you guys for a long time. It's good to get back in the suit, even though it's hotter than the devil's ball sack in here. But it's been good to see you guys. I've had a lot of fun. It's great getting back behind the desk and doing this. And I'm Will Devokees. This has been Movie Night. I love you. I've missed you. Take care of you guys. Take care of everybody, your friends, your family. And keep being creative. And I'll see you when I see you. Good night. This is your Martini shot.
I saw something that night. I was driving down the mountain and I had to slam on the brakes. Someone was standing in the middle of the road. And there she was. She didn't seem human. It was more like an animal.
I really do hate this tie. This tie is a piece of shit. Good?
My boobs are sweating.
Alright, let's do it again.
It's gonna be the
Just barely made it. The monitor's about to die.
Oh, I'm taking that painting. Watch me.